welcome to my first YouTube tutorial. The first thing we're doing is we're starting with the 35O Shimmer and Matte palette, and we're starting off with this pinky nude transition shade. We're just working that into the crease. I did already set and prime my eyelids, so they're all good to go, but we're just working that color in, just building it up a little bit. Starting with a transition shade is really helpful because it doesn't make your eyeshadow look as harsh as if you started with like a really dark color first. But then we're heading into this tan shade, and we're using the same fluffy crease brush. You guys can use whatever brush you feel most comfortable with, but we're building up that color just a little bit more before we add in the deeper brown that's gonna go into that outer V. But again, just keep blending, you know, be like Dory, just keep blending until you think that you've got like a good amount of color going. Next up, we're diving into that brown shade. It's kind of a lighter brown, less dark than most of the other shades in there. But I started off with this Morphe like crease brush, but I didn't like it, so I went into more of a detailing brush, and I just worked it into that outer V. Just really work it in there, but make sure to use a light hand when you're working with darker colors, because you don't want it to look too harsh, especially with these Morphe colors. They're very pigmented. But then I'm just going back in here with the second tan shade I used, and I'm just buffing everything out, making it look seamless. Just keep doing this until you feel like it looks okay, it looks blended. But now we can start on our lid. So I'm using this pinky shimmery shade. As you see here, I just used like a fluffy shader brush, but I wasn't getting the color payoff I wanted with that. So I decided to go in with my big chubby fingers. Don't make fun of them, they're adorable. But yeah, look at me, I'm like, that's the color I wanted. But really, it's not the color I wanted because I decided to go in with a lighter shade from the Morphe palette. It's not that gold shade, it's like the light pink shade, and I just went over that other pink color to soften it up because I didn't think it went very well with my crease colors. And then I just went back in and blended everything out one more time, and again I kind of wanted it lighter again, so I went in with the lightest shade in the Morphe palette, dabbed it right in the middle, and then I blended it out with the like fluffy shader brush again, just to make everything look even and blended and pretty and as nice as I can. But after I made everything super pretty, I just went in and I highlighted my brow bone and I highlighted my inner corners just to have the look come together a bit. Now we're going to start on my face. I'm going to go back to my bottom eyelash after I get my face all caked up. But I'm going in with a flat foundation brush, and I like to use this and just slather it all over my face basically. I'm breaking out a lot recently, so I've got a lot to cover. But then I'm going in with the Morphe like kabuki brush, and I'm just blending that all out. I'm sorry about the shading. The sun, of course, got covered by clouds, so that was a buzzkill. But just keep blending. Go back in with that beauty blender. It really does help soften everything up. It makes it look more airbrushed and definitely cleaner. Oh, there's my dog and my sister. But I'm going with this NYX highlight and contour like concealer. Be careful with this. It dries really quickly, but then I went in with the Maybelline Fit Me. It looks really light, but I'm actually have a spray tan on right now in this video, and I'm usually really pale, like ghostly pale. It's scary some days. But I'm putting that in the normal spots, and I'm putting it like under my eyes, on my chin, on my forehead, just brightening everything up that I want to brighten up. And then I went over, you know, all my terrible acne that's going on right now. If you guys want to see what has helped me with my acne a little bit, just like my video below. I can post like what I do for my skincare to help it when it's flaring up. But I go in with my RCMA No Color Powder, and I just set everywhere I put concealer, basically. I don't like to, I set my whole face with it, but I put a little bit more where I put concealer, but I just go in with a little bit and blend it all over my face. It's basically the only powder like pale enough for my face that doesn't make my foundation turn orange either. I did just get the Laura Mercier powder, and I have to say it's amazing. They're not kidding. It's a life changer, that's for sure. Oh, look at me go. Now we're just gonna go in with that Cheekathon palette, and I'm going with the Hoola bronzer. I'm just bronzing up um, the side of my face, just all over my forehead, making everything appear just a little bit smaller than usual. And then I'm going in with this smaller contouring brush by Morphe just to deepen everything up. Then I dabbed my beauty blender into the RC powder, and I cleaned up my contour just a little bit to make it look sharper. Now I'm going into my nose contour. I don't normally do this, but I was just feeling it that day. Just using like any brush that's small that'll contour my nose. Then I kind of blend it out a little bit, make it look less harsh. Again, I don't really normally do that. Just I don't like to add too much attraction to my nose. But then I'm blending out that RCMA powder, making sure everything looks fine and dandy. Then I'm going in with this Tarte blush. I'll link the color down below, I forgot right now. But now I'm just going in with that lightest shade in the Morphe Shimmer palette. I'm using that to highlight my face here. So I'm just dabbling it on the top of my cheekbones. Look at that. It's probably one of the best highlighters to use. And then on the bridge of my nose, on my Cupid's bow, just to make my small lips appear a little bit fuller. And then I'm going in back into those transition shades and just blending them out under there, just making my eye look a little smoky. And it just kind of pulls the look together as well. But I grabbed my eyelash curler, curled my lashes, I applied some mascara as well, and I did my eyelashes and my lipstick off camera. But I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and if you did, subscribe below and be ready to tune in for some more videos next week. Thank you.